Welcome back to the channel. It is a brand new year. We are celebrating 2025, and I particularly am celebrating by making some very much so needed upgrades in my handmade business. So today we are going to unbox all of the things that I have purchased to make those upgrades. Some of them are new, some of them are restocks on like tried and true favorites, but we have several things that I think if you are looking to like upgrade the back end of your business, then this would be a great video to watch. Now, towards the end of last year's video, I tend to film this kind of like worst business purchases type of video every single year. In that video, I talked about how I had a thermal printer and there was nothing wrong with the thermal printer itself, but it was not Bluetooth enabled. So every time I needed to print something, I had to go physically plug my computer into that. And I have a MacBook, so I also had to go and find like the connector for it. I had to do all of these things. And while I understand that that's more of like a first world problem type situation, it doesn't change the fact that that was inconvenient. I also really wanted something that I could use on my phone. Typically, I have my phone with me more often than I have my laptop. So I was super thrilled when the MUNBYN team reached out and asked if I would be interested in starting the new year with a collab. It was an immediate yes for me, and here we are. Today's video is in collaboration with MUNBYN. So the printer that they sent to me that we are going to kick off today's video with is the RealWriter 402B. I'm really excited about it. It says that it's eco-friendly printing, effortlessly connects and prints. So it is Bluetooth, and you can also connect it. It came with the cables to connect it to a Mac or an Apple product. And there's also an app. This is what I especially love. There's also an app you can download on your phone to connect and print from it. The app is super cool. I've been using it, and I think it's going to bring like goals and my little stickers and everything to a whole new level. So let's go ahead and plug this baby up. Here is the printer itself. It's super lightweight and very adorable. It's also really, really small. Like here's my phone in like a size comparison situation. Now, back here, I have set up my little shipping station. So I'm going to zoom in on that, and then we're going to get everything connected. Aside from just offering like classic white rectangular shipping labels, they also have rolls of sticker paper, so you can print on those as well. These are iridescent, I think it was called iridescent shell. They are a round 2-inch roll. Okay, so it just took like less than a minute to plug everything in, and then all you have to do is turn it on. Now, they also sent this super cute label rack. I really think it is an excellent accessory to get if you're considering buying the printer, because you can put your labels like up here on top so they don't like fall over, get lost, whatever. And then it also comes with this section in the middle where you can put a roll of labels. I would definitely also recommend checking that out. The setup for it was super, super simple. And then it's ready to print. If you want to see how easily it printed, then you can check out the 48 candle tins video that I posted, the studio vlog that I posted last weekend. Towards the end of that video, I use it for the first time to print out a shipping label. Now, I will be doing a couple of projects with the printer upcoming, so stick around for that in the next couple of weeks. So if you're interested in checking out the RealWriter 402B printer by MUNBYN, I would highly recommend using the link in my description box. And thank you again to MUNBYN for collabing with me on today's video. Now, onward, we are moving with other upgrades that we have made. I actually also bought that tape dispenser, like the packing tape dispenser that you saw back there. That's really nice. It was a little thinner than I expected it to be, but I don't see it being any kind of problem. So, what other things did I buy to upgrade the business in 2025? There are some that probably won't make sense, but if you're following my Candid Candles and Conversation series, then you'll know a little bit more than others. In that series, I talk about like pivoting my business and goals for 2025. A few things here I have in support of that pivot. We have some beautiful velvet green ribbon and gold ribbon, also velvet. And then some transfer sheets that are gold. This may need some work. I have an idea for them, but I haven't actually tried the idea to see if it'll work out. So I'll let you guys know when I figure that out. Then, of course, I did need to get some new shipping boxes, which with the pivot, these will probably be too small, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Guy this size and this size. Again, we're gonna figure it out. Let's open this. This is from Makesy. And again, in that Valentine's Day mini tin video that I was talking about earlier, I showed 2 colors of this vessel. This is the 3rd color that I was missing the order. And funny story, the delivery man actually got stuck in our driveway, and my husband and his 2 buddies were here working on side-by-sides. So they actually had to go and pull him out of the driveway with the tractor. So that was fun. That was actually the 2nd delivery person that got stuck in our driveway. All right, yeah, this is what I thought it was. Perfect. Sorry, I feel that was dramatic. You know what this means? This means we're setting up a candles and candid conversation video. I'm really enjoying those, guys. Not that I've ever been like dishonest, but I really enjoy like the freedom that I feel like those videos give, you know? Less pressure, more natural. All right, and by pressure, I mean me pressuring myself. These are the 9-ounce glam tins. Ooh, that is so pretty in cloud. Let me just get all 3 next to each other. How beautiful is this combination? I feel like I need one more. That one smells good. I need like one more. That smells good too. Like one more color. If you use the glam tins, what color am I missing? I'm not really bold. If they had sage, I would get sage. But I'm not much of like a bold brand gal, you know? This is from Brambleberry. It's been a minute since I ordered from Brambleberry. I just haven't had the need. But I needed a few things and wanted to try another few things. So, there were things wrapped and stuff. So I thought, why not get a couple extras? Okay, we have the Garden Party Fragrance Oil, which I have, I'm pretty sure I've had this before. I wanted like a spring floral, you know? I'm pretty sure I've had this. I've definitely had Wildflower Breeze, but I'm pretty sure I've had this one too. It's very pretty. Perfect. Spring floral right there. Okay. Then I got 2 of these round silicone molds, which I plan to soap with. Instead of doing like traditional, like round, or not round, traditional rectangular bars, I plan to make my bars round from now on. So I'll definitely film the first time I soap with this. I don't really know how it's going to turn out. I don't know like the differences between making a loaf swirl and a swirl in an individual. I'm not exactly sure. We can actually figure that out together. Maybe later today. We'll see. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Then I got 2 bottles of my classic rose water, and 1 bottle of sodium lactate. The reason I got the sodium lactate is because under the recommendations from Brambleberry with this particular soap mold, those are 3-inch diameter, by the way, it gave like the recommendation to add sodium lactate to your recipe so it demolds easier. That is my Brambleberry order. So we have that, and then the final piece of the puzzle that I am nervous actually to share. But I know I'm making the right decision. I'm just like scared to talk about it. In Candles and Candid Conversations, both episode 1 and 2, which actually I'm realizing now that episode 2 won't be posted until next weekend. So here's like a little foreshadow. Today I have this video, but next Sunday we'll have Candles and Candid Conversations 2. In the first video, I gave like a little bit of information, but more so like general, you know, I'm kind of pivoting, right? But in the second video, I actually like reveal what I plan to do. So here's a little foreshadow to it, and then that will explain the box that I'm about to show you. I am pivoting into genre-based book bundles. If you're like the bookworm type, then you can go to the website. You can choose a genre. You'll get a surprise read, like a blind book. So the book will be wrapped, so you won't know what it is. You don't get to choose your book. And then there are different variations of the box where you can choose to add other things to it. So for example, a book with a candle, like a themed candle, right? A book with some self-care, like lotions and scrubs, or some bath bombs, or a soap. Or like a sweatshirt or a baseball cap, right? So there's going to be different variations of it. Then you get the book, and then after you read the book, you can return it for a credit towards a new one, or you can keep the book. So lots of different layers to it. I really like that it's a more specific niche. I like that, you know, it's got sustainability undertones. You could return the book. I really am excited about it, and I'm very nervous, but I know that it's like the right decision. So that's where this box comes in. I have found an online source for used books at a great price, and this is the first. I won't look it up. This is the first set of books that I got to fulfill the mystery or surprise read bundles. So I've got quite a selection in here. They're all fiction, but we have historical fiction, we have psychological thrillers, we've got some romance, we've got some spice. If you know, you know. We've got like a great array of books so far, and I actually have 2 boxes of these, but the other one I have not opened yet. I don't want to get ahead of myself. So this is the last box and the purpose of it. Now next week in Candles and Candid Conversations 2, I'm going through like more specifics of it, which is weird because I filmed this video after I filmed that one, but that's okay. So yeah, that's where we're headed, and I'm really excited about it, and I think that it's going to be just the ticket, exactly what I'm looking for. And if you don't know me in real life, it might seem like weird, but if you know me from like real life, my daughter and I are avid bookworms. We love to read, and it's like a huge part of us, and it's a huge part of our community. And it honestly seemed like a natural pivot once I wasn't scared to make the pivot any longer. And that is where we are going to end today's video. Thank you again to MUNBYN for collabing with me and sending the Real Writer 402B printer my way to share with you guys. You have links down in the description box if you are interested in purchasing. So I look forward to using that more, and I'll let you guys know when I have some cool projects to share. I'll see you next week for Candles and Candid Conversations.